Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we have a hip practice that's done all standing. So we're just going to open the hips just using poses like warrior, two, side angle pose, triangle pose, and then we'll get a little bit of a challenge by coming into our half moon posture and ending with our standing pigeon posture. So I hope you'll join me at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Come to the top of the mat in mountain pose. Feet are about hip distance apart. Inhale, draw your arms up. Exhale, bellies in, bend your knees as you dive forward. Hands come to your shins, come halfway up. Inhale. Exhale, bow down. Roll the spine up. Inhale. Exhale, right back down, bellies in. Hands to your shins. Halfway up, plant those hands. Let's just step back into our plank. Drop to our knees, hug our elbows in, slowly diagonally lowering down with control. Uncurl the toes, roll the shoulders back, maybe just a little baby cobra. Inhale, exhale, release down. Second cobra could be a baby cobra or maybe come up just a little higher. Release down, push back to a child's pose. Breath in here. Come back up, curl the toes under, knees up, push back, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out your dog, your first down dog. I'm lifting that right leg up, belly is in. Let's step our right foot forward, our left foot forward, walking to the top of the mat if you're not there already. Hands to the shins, coming halfway up. Exhale to bow down, bend the knees, roll the spine up, inhale. Palms to the heart, exhale. Inhaling your arms up, bellies in. Exhale to dive forward. Hands to those shins. Lengthen, plant the hands down. So moving your right foot to the center of the mat. Step the left foot back so you're lining up front heel with back arch. Bending into the front knee, we're going to come up into warrior two. Lifting yourself up, opening the hips up to the long side of the mat, extending your arms. So take a peek at our front knee. Make sure it's not collapsing inwards. So warrior two, we open up across our hips here. Breathing, softening our shoulders, turning that front palm up, raise that front arm up, back arm down. Exalted warrior, again, making sure the knee doesn't collapse inwards. Keep the same bend in the knee. The lower body is the same. We're just leaning that upper body back. Deep breaths. Opening back to warrior two. Opening up to the long side of the mat, we want to lean, 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 and then simply tilt our arms. So if it's available, you could rest your elbow onto your thigh. If not, keep the hand on the inside of your leg. This top arm could stay where it is, or it could come alongside your ear. So make sure if the elbow is resting onto the thigh, you're not dumping your weight, kind of hanging out here. Keep that core engaged, and we're opening up. So you can feel this sort of stretch across those hips. Keep breathing, deep breaths. We're going to take this top arm, circle it around, plant the hands on the inside of your front foot, pivot the back foot to face forward, and walk that right foot to the right side of your mat. So you're in your lizard lunge here, sinking low, but hands onto the mat here. If it feels good to roll back and forth, you can do that. Or you can just remain still. From here, we're going to step into our plank and either drop to your knees and lower to the mat, or maybe roll forward on your toes, hug your elbows in, lower halfway or less to chaturanga, uncurl the toes, straighten the arms, upward facing dog, and then push all the way back to downward facing dog. We're going to lift our left leg up, drawing the belly in. Let's step our left foot between our hands and plant the right foot down. So same sequence on the other side, bending into your left knee, just to the ankle. You want to open up to the long side of the mat, extend your arms, soften your shoulders, and make sure your front knee is not collapsing inwards. Keep breathing. Turning that front palm up, raise that up, lower the back arm down, keep the lower half of your body nice and still, and maybe lean back with the upper body. Back through warrior two, facing the long side of the mat, leaning over your butt knee, tilting your arms, hand on the inside of your knee, or rest the elbow there. And maybe the top arm goes alongside your ear as we try and sink our hips down. Keep opening up to the long side of the mat. Keep breathing. And then a nice big circle with the top arm to our lizard lunge on this side. Hands on the inside. Pivot the back foot to face forward. Walk that foot over to the left side of the mat. Plant the hands down. Remain still or roll forward and back on the back toes if that feels good. Just keep breathing. Keep opening through those hips, getting into the outer hip here a bit. Belly is in. Let's step back to our plank. Flow through our vinyasa if you like, or just meet us in downward facing dog. Let's take that right foot, lift it up, bend the knee, and turn that knee up towards the ceiling. So try and stack your hips, really squeeze the buttocks, and bring this right foot as close to your buttocks as you can. So we're opening the hip, and then we're going to step this right foot again between our hands. You might want to block in line with your right foot towards the baby toe side. We're going to plant that left foot down, and we're going to come up to standing, this time to a triangle pose. So straightening the legs. Again, opening the hips to the long side of the mat, extending your arms, and we're thinking engaging our core, pelvic floor up, belly in, back hip is going to push to the back wall, and we're going to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen over that front leg. Lengthen, keep the sides of the waist nice and long. We don't want to collapse down. So keep the length and then just tilt your arms. And then so we don't lock our knee, think of your calf muscle pushing up into your shin bone, and that might make your knee just a teeny tiny little bend there. Open up, breathing. So from here, transitioning into our half moon pose, which is a challenging posture. We're going to bend into that front knee. I'm going to take my right hand and find that block. I like to start with my left fingertips on the mat. Belly is in. I'm going to lift my left foot up. Root down, lengthen up. Draw that left hip on top of the right as much as you can. And then when you're ready, gazing perhaps down at the floor is a little bit easier. Start to lift your left arm up, and you want to stack your shoulders one on top of the other. Breathing. So we're opening those hips up again, stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders. Excellent. Slowly bring your hand down, step the leg back, come back to downward facing dog. Lengthen up. Okay, other side, lifting your left leg up, bend your knee, lift that knee up towards the ceiling, really draw the foot as close to the buttocks as you can, squeeze those glutes, and then when you're ready, use the core, step your left foot between your hands, move that block over a little bit more towards your baby toe side, plant your right foot down, let's come up for our triangle posture, hips facing the long side of the mat, extend your arms. Push the back hip to the back wall. Find length through the sides of your body as we're leaning, 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 and then simply tilt. Push that calf muscle up into your shin bone. So my hand can rest on my shin, but if yours isn't quite there, take it to the inside of your leg. So no pressure into your knee. And then bending into that knee, grabbing for your block. Maybe your right fingertips come to the mat. Lift that right leg up. Belly is in. Flex the foot. Stack the hips, one on top of the other. Focus on one point. When you're ready, stack your shoulders, one on top of the other, extending that right arm up towards the ceiling. breathing. This time, lowering that hand down, stepping your feet together, bowing down, rolling the spine up, inhaling the arms up, and the palms to the heart. And we're just going to finish with a balancing pose for those hips. It's kind of called a standing pigeon. So standing on one foot, draw the belly in. You're going to lift the other. So I'm lifting my right knee up, flex the foot, open the knee up. I'm going to cross the ankle over the thigh, and then I'm going to take that seat. Take that seat and bring my palms to the heart. Sinking down as low as you like. And getting into that outer hip on the right side. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Slowly coming up. Good job. Switching sides, standing on that right leg. Belly is in, knee up. So flex that foot, cross the ankle over the thigh. Take that seat that's just behind you. Maybe the palms come to your heart. And you sink down as low as you can comfortably go. Again, breathe, open into those hips. And then slowly come up to stand. Inhale the arms up, palms come to the heart. As we pause and just notice how you feel. So that was our yoga bite for today. I hope you've enjoyed this quick little hip practice that's done all standing. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.